This is my response. This is my response to all the comments that I've been getting on my video called Racism is Total Ignorance. The first comment is from iVenge. Saying the N-word is disrespectful to black people, blah blah. I don't see how they're allowed to call each other that N-word and not get offended by it. But if someone of another race would say, hey, what's up, my nigga, they'd be racist. Also, it's not just white people who hate on other races, black people can be racist too. They can walk around with a black pride t-shirt, and everyone's rooting for them, but if I were to walk around with a white pride shirt, I'm automatically a racist. First of all, if I saw someone on the street wearing a black pride t-shirt, I would not root for them. I would be scared of them across the street because I would be worried that person was going to bug me. And if you were wearing a white pride t-shirt and I was black, it would be the same thing. Second of all, black people say nigga with an G-A. They don't say nigger, like I said in the first video. They say nigga, and that's okay to say nigga because it doesn't have the ER. The next comment is from Hulk23, not Hulk23, Hulk23. I guess Hulk23 was taken. And Hulk23 says, yeah, and one more thing. WTF is the deal with Muslims. Do you realize you make no effing sense? What an embarrassment to the human race. Why don't you just turn off the camera? And yeah, you are a crazy psychotic motherfucker. And yeah, I am a crazy psychotic motherfucker. Don't make me get the belt out. Mom, okay! I mean, banana chips. I can't talk unless I have a bag of banana chips. Okay. The next comment is from Carol Barris too, and it actually starts out agreeing with me, but then he turns into a racist in the middle of it. I agree with him. I'm white, and I don't see why people who use racist people called niggas with an A are so bad. They're just as nice to get along with, and how is having different skin color making you supreme? The only thing I wouldn't want is a darker skinned person living next to me when I'm selling the house. Not because I wouldn't like them, but because some people won't pay as much if the person living next door is black. In my view, racism should be stopped. I don't know. That's still racist in my opinion because you shouldn't say that thing. You shouldn't say stuff like that even about black people living next to you. The next comment is from Derek N88. I want to punch you in your fucking gay, faggot, hippie, nigger-loving face and break your glasses. Okay, that's great. Violence has been proven over the years to be the solve of all problems. Well, guess what? The next comment is from Golak. He says, how the hell did you make your video by reading it verbatim and still fuck it up? Man, if anyone ever had a face for radio, it was you. First of all, I don't see how me not being able to read or speak as well as an English professor at Yale makes any difference with the content of my ideas. I'm just saying things about racism that you're supposed to think about, and you're saying that I can't. I'm not saying I'm a better speaker than anybody else, alright? And also, my face, I don't see what my face has to do with my opinions either. There are plenty of people on YouTube who are worse looking than me. Lethality X says, do you have a source for only 10% of Muslims are even terrorists? And I said, World Trade Center. And Miklo says, World Trade Center, yes. That act was carried out by a handful of individuals and masturbated by a few more. And I said, you're an idiot. You need to read a newspaper. Bye. And then Miklo said, I do read newspapers. In no way, shape, or form do newspapers say that 10% of Muslims are terrorists. Even skewed Jewish equals American newspapers don't claim that ludicrosity. And then when I explained to Miklo, what I said is, okay, you fucking moron, I was saying that Muslims aren't terrorists, okay? That's why I said only 10%. And then Miklo came back and said, like I said, that figure is imaginary. Look at the facts. The Muslim population in 2006 is about 17 million. So 10% of that would mean that there are 179 million Islamic terrorists in the world today. Even you must surely realize that your statement is very flawed. I didn't respond to that because I was tired of arguing with Miklo. But Miklo came back and said more things. He said, World War II was not started because of anti-Semitism. Anti-Semitism was high all across Europe at this point, just as it was pre-WW2. Then he also says, America is in no way comparable to Nazi Germany. Germany had an anti-immigrant program, whilst the US offers illegal citizenship. 3. Do you know how many Muslims there are worldwide? A figure of 1% of them being terrorists would be a gross exaggeration. Learn your facts, boy. And I think this is silly arguing with each other because it seems like Miklo has the same idea about racism as me, so I don't understand why he's arguing with me. Maybe he just has too much time on the internet. Then Lethality X says, yeah, come on, you gotta stop just making facts up. It totally discredits your argument. Then again, I shouldn't expect much more from someone with your childish worldview. Okay, back to business. Michigan H. Bird says, nice video, you copied almost word for word of your gay homeless buddy Anthony. I thought he was a moron, but you are even more stupid than he is. Your threats to kill people are really scary. A bunch of 6-year-old Girl Scouts could beat you up. Well, I have this to say to Michigan 828 Bird, okay? If you think you can beat me up, make a video of your self-defense techniques, and I will show you my self-defense techniques, and we will figure out who can beat up 6-year-old girls. You? No. Gilliv Ray says, funny how this hook-nosed kike hides behind a camera. To you, Gilliv Ray, I extend the same offer that I extend Michigan 828 Bird. Make a video of your self-defense techniques, I'll make a video of my self-defense techniques, and then we will see who is really better. Italiano Americano says, what a total moron hippie freak. Okay, Italiano Americano, let me click your videos and see what your videos are like. You got one video. And Americano, you suck, you're gay. The mediator, idiot, mediator, you suck, you're gay. Franzman, you're a fucking idiot. Franzman says, no, you're a fucking idiot. You suck, you're gay. Banana chips. I hate trail mix when it comes in a mix like this, and you get. At first it's okay because you can pick out the banana chips, but towards the end it starts to be just cranberries and peanuts. I hate cranberries, I hate peanuts. The next one is from Chronic Killer. LMFAO, you're so gay and you look like a nerdy little bitch. Shut up and go jerk off. Okay, Chronic Killer, I've got something to say to you. You're so gay and you look like a nerdy little bitch. Shut up and go jerk off. Panzer Blitzkrieg. The vast majority of violent crimes committed against blacks are by other blacks. The same as with whites. Fewer than 10,000 hate crimes are prosecuted a year, and less than 3,000 are still considered hate crimes at the end of the trial, and fewer than 5,000 of those result in convictions. Anti-racist groups just attempt to make racism seem more as a threat for either funding or in an attempt to get people to join a political party such as communism. Well, my response to that is twofold. The first is that, firstly, the vast majority of hate crimes go unreported because the people are too afraid to report the crime because they'll get in trouble. Also, most hate crimes happen in the South, and in the South, what do you have? You have racist judges who say that there aren't hate crimes in the end. and so that's why I think that fewer than 5,000 of those trials ending in convictions is a crime, because more are not resulting in convictions, and therefore the judges are racist because they're in the South where they used to have slaves. Mind your cunt. Nice screen name. Says shove that megaphone up your ass. No, I'll be shoving it up your ass, and plus you'll be getting a little taste of this. Okay, that's for the haters. Lethality X, an old friend of the show. He visited 2 months ago and he lives again this month. Each year there are 15,000 black and white rapes, but fewer than 900 white on black rapes. Even there are more than 3,000 gang rapes of whites by blacks, but white on black gang rapes are so rare that they don't even show up in the statistics. My first response to this in the comments was, this is a phenomenal that dates back to slavery. Until you can prove something with scientific study, please STFU. And so what I have to say now as my response to that, because I've been thinking about it, is that the statistics are disproportionate because blacks only take up 11% of the population because they're a minority. So it makes sense that the crime statistics are adjusted in this regard. Donnie says niggers are gay. That's really great. That's really constructive because that's what I told you not to do in the first video, and not only that, he says it twice. Fantastic. And my response to that is the first video. So watch the first video and you know how to respond to that. Next, Humpsturmfurger says, we do study their cultures and we have seen them firsthand. They're violent and primitive, and what do? We let them all in. No, they were violent and primitive when they were in dark Africa, and now they are adjusted to our culture, and they are better human beings, and they are created equal. Another says the same. Next comment from him is, Humpsturmfurger says, the N-word is the most harmful thing anyone can say, but yet they call each other that term and take no offense. I don't see much credibility in this video. Well, the credibility in this video is that my thoughts are well made. And I already explained earlier that when they say the N-word, they say nigga instead of nigger with an ER, so it's okay to say nigga. I think some people must be living in a cave that they don't know these types of things. Someone whose name is just a bunch of letters says, fucking asshead, you are so dirty that a pig and shit by 3 years. Die false intellectual made of guano. False pseudo intellectual. Now that comment is very interesting because if I was a false pseudo intellectual, that's a double negative, and that would actually mean I'm an intellectual. So instead of responding to this comment with something negative, I will say thank you for this comment because you just called me intellectual. Dippin X dot says every year there are so Dippin X dot says something about rapes and then he says that's a damn lie, and I agree with you. Necroblaspheme says seek hail. Good, nice, very constructive. That's sarcasm, by the way. Okay, when you see me wink like this, that means sarcasm. Joe Mama, I'm with you all the way. I'm Muslim and I hate Al Qaeda. Thank you. That's what people don't notice is that because only 10% of the people of Muslims are terrorists, there are actually Muslims who hate terrorists and who hate Al Qaeda, and they're on our side, and there are some of them in the army. So that's evidence that we're all created equal. Willis, oh god, this is the same exact logical loop that people get stuck in, and they want me to clear it up for them. Willis, god damn it. Willis17 says, so nigger is a bad word, right? What about cracker? So BET isn't racist, but if we had a WET, that would be, huh? Yeah, you're just a one-way street motherfucker. Hey, I spent 11 months in Iraq, and you fucking scumbag, and let me tell you what Muslims think about America. Okay, first of all, people don't know this, but they think I'm like a hippie, but I have a gun collection, I have shotguns, I've shot my dad's shotgun, I applied for the army, I even went and got a medical examination, and they said I have Marfan syndrome, and so I cannot, I'm unfit for combat, but I did volunteer, and I even went and got a medical, and I have guns, and I have American flags all over my stuff and all over my room. Okay, I'm not a liberal, I'm not a hippie, and I don't think the war is good, but I don't think that the liberals should win. Okay, so before you leave any comments on this video, take that into consideration. Okay, so back to Willis's comment. I spent 11 months in Iraq. They used their women and children as shields. Oh, and by the way, the Salem witch trials wasn't racist, and that was the trails on women who were Wiccan, you dumbass. How about this? How about you get a little more worldly and stop watching CNN? I've been out of the country. I've been to Montreal. I've been to the Bahamas. I am worldly. I've read books. I don't watch CNN. And the Salem witch trials is not what I was talking about as an example of racism. I was just saying it's the type of racism that we're not created equal. That's what happens when you think we're not created equal. Hate Productions. Nice name. That's really going to get you a lot of credit with me. Sarcasm. Why do you assume that racism is automatically lack of intelligence? It's probably less narrow-minded, seeing as it is thinking outside of the box, thinking about something other than what you see on hero cough, after-school specials. Racism is love. I'm not even going to answer that. Bug Daffy, next comment. Bug Daffy Man 85. You're a goofy-looking, dorky little nigger lover. Okay, let me respond to this 3 ways. Bug Daffy Man. 3 ways, Bug Daffy Man. 85. Goofy-looking. Yes. Okay. You can decide if I'm goofy-looking. When I look in the mirror in the morning, I think I look fine, and I have cool clothes that I spend my money on. But it's up to you to decide if I'm goofy-looking. Okay? Because it's the internet. But there's a whole lot more goofy people on the internet, and you can't discredit my opinions because my opinions are correct. Dorky. Yes, I engage in dorky behavior. As for nigger lover, well, since nigger is the worst word in history, and I will not ever use it ever, then I hate the word nigger, so I hate niggers. But I like black people, and I've been friends with black people. Rahowa 14 says, 14, you have 14 in your screen name. That tells me that you're probably 14 years old, so I'm really going to pay attention to what you say. Sarcasm. Well, that had me laughing for hours. Just how pathetic can you get? Well, you were just another insecure emo bitch. Wrong, I don't listen to emo music. Let me tell you what I listen to. First of all, let me clear that up, and I'll tell you what I listen to. This is my favorite song. This is my favorite non-techno song, non-European non-techno song. This is my favorite regular song that you've probably heard of. I listen to a lot of underground. I listen to a lot of music that's like underground, like DJs and like rave trance music. But this song is popular, so you'll get a little taste of what I think. It's cool. Okay. That was a little bit of fun and games, but we're gonna get back to the video. I'm sorry, that was dumb. Okay, the next comment is from Snake Tits. This word, racist, is an ad hominem verbal. I looked it up, and ad hominem means to the man. So he's saying it's like a thing you throw to the man you're talking to, I guess. Verbal hand grenade used by well-meaning but misguided liberal types to stifle legitimate debate. As I said, I'm not liberal, and I don't seem like I'm stifling debate. Does that what it seem like to you? Sarcasm. FYI, the conclusion derived by much of the scientific community after 100 years of scientifically robust research is that racism is, by its core dictionary definition, far from being totally ignorant, is a valid philosophy. Okay, well guess what? Your valid philosophy kills millions of people every day, okay? And I don't see any science magazines or books that are saying that it is valid. So until you have some proof, Mom! The next comment is from 88WPWW14. This person really likes numbers and letters, and he's got 14 in it, so he's probably a 14-year-old. I get a lot of comments from 14-year-olds. I should probably have a separate section of videos for 14-year-olds on my page. Where did you get the statistics that millions die every day because of racism? Until you have some statistics, shut up and go away. Let me tell you something, kid. I did not become a racist until I studied the issues. I educated myself before taking a stand. 90% of this rant was unintelligible and made little to no sense. Get an education before you try to tell others what to think. See Kyle in Ignorant Sheep. First of all, I am 5 years older than you, at least, I bet. I'm currently going to Gibbs College for marketing, and 90% of my rant was accurate, and you just didn't want to hear it because you're a racist and it didn't go along with your ideas. Sorry, I didn't coddle your racist ideas. Okay? Krebs, how can you be proud of something you had no choice in? Did you decide to be white, Arab, or black at birth? Did you decide to be male or female? And now you find yourself running around demonstrating your hardcore pride in being male. Both sides of the debate are entertaining. I just wanted to thank you for that. Well, I don't really understand what your comment meant, but I agree that the debate is entertaining, and I don't know how it works in heaven when you're born if you pick out what race you are. But next comment is from 88WPWW14. This kid will not leave me alone. Oh yes, I almost forgot. The song you have going in the background, utter shit music. First of all, it seemed as if you actually selected that song as background music, which is really kind of pathetic. Then there's the fact that the song itself sucks. And I have to say, the obnoxious nature of the lyrics is amusing when coupled with the incoherent ranting of a whiny little girl. Okay, I'm done. I'm done with you, 88WPWW14. Let's get on some real music. We got the radio station, we got a special request for a hit song by 88WP14. Okay, 88WP14, you want to hear some music? Here's what I call some music. Yes. Let's answer some comments, baby. I'm feeling it. Yeah. CL30. Oh, goody. Another 21-year-old with an idealistic worldview. Earth to dweeb. That's really cool. That's how they used to talk in 1997. Get back to us in about 20 years when you actually have some life experience. Okay. I gotta turn this down. It's distracting. Okay. Next comment is from Celesio88. Have you ever fucked a woman? Are you reading the crap you're saying? First of all, I haven't fucked a woman, but I have gotten head. Okay, Curtis WM says, where to start? Nice glasses, butt munch. Then he points to that comment and he says, completely not racist. First of all, you spelled butt wrong, with only one T. That's surprising because I thought you were really smart. Second sarcasm. Second of all, he says, he points to it and says, completely not racist. And he says, completely not racist. And I appreciate the fact that you made that comment about my glasses not racist. That must have been really hard for you. Again, sarcasm. And also, more importantly, as you'll see, I'm wearing something a little bit sleeker and fresher today. And that is these are Armani frames. And I also have an earbud from here. B. He says, sarcasm, nice effing glasses, seriously. And then he stops being sarcastic. And to that I've already replied to. C, he says, you say millions die each day because of human ignorance. Complete baloney, in capitals. That's just made up numbers right there. Well, as I've said before, it is the ignorance of man that causes the death of millions each day. And that includes racism. And racism causes millions to die every day. In accordance with the ignorance of man. Okay, another comment from Curtis WM says, racists are all over and racist awareness is very good right now. The problem will never go away, so your video basically sucks. Not saying that racism is a good or bad thing, because it is bad, and I agree with you on that and that only. I just hate how people with different skin colors use it as excuses for different things. Okay, well I guess we're both men of the same brain fashioning, because we both think that racism is bad, but I will say that your comment about different people using it as different skin colors is wrong, because that is something completely different. That does not relate to racism. That is called affirmative action, and that is wrong. And that's actually racism in a different way, because we're being racist in a different sense. Okay. Okay. Adrian Trimble 80 says, it is a good idea to write notes when making a speech, but it will only help if you can actually read. I don't know what that means, but I was reading off the screen in my last video and I delivered my speech. Then Curtis, I'm turning the music off so you guys can get. The song is from KMFDM, it's called Psychophant. These guys are kind of, they're really good. Okay. Curtis WM makes an appearance a week later and says, like you state near the end of your video, you do seem like a crazy mofo, but you cannot stop racism. Well, my friend, I am doing my part to stop racism, and yes, I am a crazy mofo, and I will remind you once again, all you haters out there, this is what the haters get. Alright? But I'm doing my part to end racism, and I'm not a racist in my daily life, and so I would like to ask, what are you doing to end racism? That's my only question. Oh, cordless. I have a wireless mouse. See, no wires? No wires. Paulinix says, alien mode. Apparently you were too stupid to realize that blacks hate you and would beat you retarded if given the chance. Every piece of crap that comes out of your mouth is so far from the truth that it isn't even funny. You are truly the poster boy for assistance. I can't believe that I just wasted 15 seconds of my life by typing this. Well, I can't believe that your life is a waste of 15 seconds. Because your life is a waste of more than 15 seconds. Your life is a waste of a life. Get a life. SCH Logger 1488. Racism will always exist. Blacks and Mexicans are at war with each other in LA. White people are moving out of the neighborhoods as non-whites dominate the areas. People sit and preach anti-racism in white nations, and what is that doing? Giving away white countries to racist non-white immigrants. Whites will lose their heritage and cultures as the Indians did, unless the border is closed and immigration is slowed down. That's not about racism, that's about immigration. That's in a completely different video you want to be commenting on. Get out of here. Okay, the next comment is from Shift Knight, and he says, you don't have to be a white separatist or supremacist to believe that 1. Blacks commit the majority of violent crimes. 2. Jews are a parasitic race. 3. Globalization destroys distinct cultures and races. And 4. Interracial breeding is cancer. You just have to be a logical person outside the influence of a Jewish-run media. Look up the statistics for yourself and see the truth. You should have posted statistics for me to look at. I'm not going to search the internet on some wild goose chase for some website that you probably made yourself, okay? I don't care what you have to say. Big Giddy Biggs leaves me with a very intelligent comment, and it is the second to last comment on this video, so of course it's going to be pure great. And he says, are you fucking retarded? Jesus Christ, what goes through your head? Go die. And I have to say to that? No, you're fucking retarded. Jesus Christ, what went through your head? Oh, and I guess I will go die. Sarcasm. Last comment, here we go. This is the last comment for now, and I'll end this video with this. CoffeeBean042 says, okay, I'm not going to deny that he's an idiot, but where the hell are you getting your statistics? Some random website on the internet? And to that, I will say goodbye for now. Bye-bye. Oh, by the way, haters, yes, suck it, alright? Oh, and peace and no racism.